G'day guys, here's a quick tip to help you catch more Murray cod when you're casting lures. I've got a great big #1 stump jumper on. It's one of the most buoyant lures on the market. What I'll do, I'll go along and I'll cast to the opposite banks into the snags and stuff. But I won't always just cast out and retrieve the lure. If I can get the lure up close against a bank like that, I will often leave the lure floating on the surface. I may cast 3 or 4 feet upstream of the snag that I want to fish. I will then let the lure float down until it's only a matter of millimeters away from the log I want to fish, and then I'll retrieve it. And quite often, and this is the best tip, quite often when it's right in that zone, right up hard against the timber, I will just bounce my rod tip up and down a little bit just to make the lure bounce up and down. Murray cod love to feed off the surface, but they feel more comfortable doing it after dark. So I will cast during the day. They will look up and they will see things on the surface, but they won't always come up to them. Sometimes they do. I know you've caught cod on surface lures during the daylight hours because so have I. But a rule of thumb is that after dark or after sunset is the better time. So what I'll do, I'll cast a big buoyant hard body diving lure such as a stump jumper or a Wilson slickback or something similar. I'll cast it out and I'll just bob it around so that when it's just above where I think the fish are likely to be holding, by bobbing it and leaving it on the surface, it will send rings and it'll look like it's in distress. And if nothing else, even if a fish doesn't come and hit it, it will most likely look up and see something up there. It'll grab the cod's attention, the cod will look up, it'll see something on the surface in distress, then I'll give it a couple of real fast cranks just to get it down even only a foot or so, then I'll slow the lure right down. The plan is that that hungry cod that's down the bottom is looking up, seeing the lure in distress, and when the lure finally starts weakly swimming past it, bang! That's the plan. And I'll tell you what, it's a technique that I use quite effectively and quite often. It works really well.